Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you love me for my twang.
That's right, it is Twangin' Tuesday. And on this day, I like to feature country music on the channel. Now, I had a hard time trying to find country music tonight to play. Because, you guys stopped giving me recommendations, so I have to go out there on my own. Not that you guys haven't been reacting to the music that I've been playing. I thank you very much. You made it to where I can continue to do Twangin' Tuesday. Now, one of the other things I want to get off my chest, and it's not something as a gripe, when I was searching for country music, I was finding like a lot. In country music, you guys have just as unique names as you would in the hip-hop culture. You got like Bailey Zimmerman, and you got Jelly Roll, and you got, Gabby Barrett, Jackson Dean, and Kane Brown, and Lainey Wilson, and Morgan Wallen, and Parker McCollum, and Corey Kane, and you got all these different names. And I know when my son was younger, I remember he told me about two people in his class, gave me two names of friends of his. One one's name was Chase, and the other one's name was like Austin. And I was like, who are, these names weren't common when I was, growing up. Nobody was naming their kids after a bank. Or, they were naming people after cities, but I think the first time I ran into an Austin is when I worked for a corporation, and, one of my supervisors' name was Austin, but he was black. So, I know where my son grew up, which is in Southern Ohio. He was like the only black kid there. So, I know the Austin that he was talking about was white. So, just an observation. So, the first video that I'm going to do tonight, and I had a hard time because all of the videos that I was pulling up that I was getting off of this list, they were all blocked. I couldn't show them. And I do notice that somebody commented on the fact that they like the fact that I watch the whole video. I don't stop it every 30 seconds to criticize, the video or insult people's intelligence like they didn't see that as well and happen to break it down. Back in the day, we listened to a song and then, we like, hey, I like it or I don't like it. You didn't sit there and go like, I don't like it, but I'm going to continue to, no, we didn't do that. So, with that being said, the first video that I am going to do tonight is Lainey Wilson. And the song is called Heart Like a Truck, I think it is. Now, I have absolutely no idea who Lainey Wilson is, so I had to look her up. Lainey Wilson, born 1992. Wilson performed from an early age before going to Nashville, Tennessee. Doesn't everybody? To pursue a career in country. In 2014, she released her first album, followed by a second on the Lone Chief label. Wilson secured a publishing deal and later released an extended play in 2019, which included the song Things a Man Ought to Know. In 2020, it was issued as a single through BBR Music and eventually reached #1 on the American Country charts. Maybe I'll do that one later on. But that is Lainey Wilson as I know it. Looks like she has won 2021. She won New Female Artist of the Year at the Academy of Country Music Awards. and she won Song of the Year, Things a Man Ought to Know. And then this year, she won Female Vocalist of the Year and New Artist of the Year. How do you get New Artist of the Year 2 years back to back? Weren't you already new in 2021? Oh, one of the Country Music Association Awards was 2022, and the Academy of Country Music Awards was 2021. So I guess they were new to her. So that's what I'm going to do. If you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. So without any further ado, here is Lainey Wilson and Heart Like a Truck.
And here we go.
Yeah, it's a new job. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I guess we'll see.
I never stay in one place too long. A dirt road singing me a siren song. I gotta find a field. I need to spin my wheels. I got a hankering for 4 wide tires, and I can't help it. It's the way I'm wired. Boy, you get too close. Boy, you need to know. I got a heart like a truck. It's been drugged through the mud, runs on dreams and gasoline, and that old highway holds a key. It's got a left foot down when it's leaving. Lord knows it's taking a hell of a beating. A little bit of love is all that it's needing, but as good as it is tough, I got a heart like a truck. There ain't no breaking when I throw it in drive. Don't always keep it in between the lines. If you're ready for a ride, pedal down, state of mind. Boy, I tell you what, you better buckle up. I got a heart like a truck. It's been drugged through the mud, runs on dreams and gasoline, and that old highway holds a key. It's got a left foot down when it's leaving. Lord knows it's taking a hell of a beating. A little bit of love is all that it's needing, but as good as it is tough, I got a heart like a truck. Go on and see if you can knock off the dust, yeah. Shine it up, rev it up, and let it run, yeah. It gets a high riding off into the sun, yeah. I got a heart like a truck. It's been drugged through the mud, runs on dreams and gasoline, and that old highway holds a key. It's got a left foot down when it's leaving. Lord knows it's taking a hell of a beating. A little bit of love is all that it's needing, but as good as it is tough, I got a heart like a truck. Go on and see if you can knock off the dust, yeah. Shine it up, rev it up, and let it run, yeah. It gets a high riding off into the sun, yeah. It gets a high riding off into the sun.
Okay, so that was country. That was definitely country, because she with this being Twang and Tuesday, she definitely had a twang in her voice, and she had like that little bit of a Reba McEntire kind of delivery, or sound in her voice that I kind of noticed. She carried that long note for a while, which I was glad to see. the song is very, in a way, it's very heartfelt. You know, I got a heart like a truck that's been dragged through the mud. You know, she's taking a hell of a beating, kind of thing. It's a good song. It's a nice, good little song. I had a feeling that the truck was going to be a Ford. I really did. I live in Columbus, Ohio, so within the city limits, you know, it's very like liberal and everything else like that. As soon as you step out of the city limits, that's all you see are Ford and Chevys. That's basically it. Every once in a while, you might see, you know, a foreign car. But if I were a cop, and I know cops do this outside of the city limits, they kind of target those ones because they know you're at a place and you don't belong here. So, yeah, and it's even like on the way, all I see is like Ford and Chevy dealerships. But it's a different kind of culture, and, you know, I don't get it. And maybe just as much as, you know, maybe people in those areas don't understand people that live in the city. And there's really not that much of a difference other than what we hold maybe as importance to us. And so, you know, we find all that out when elections come, when most of the time, you know, Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, Cleveland, they all go pretty, you know, liberal, and then everything outside goes very conservative. It's a weird dichotomy that goes, but, you know, if you've lived here long enough like I have, you get used to it. You know, like when I go to see my son who lives in Southern Ohio, where it is very, very conservative, that, you know, I make sure I'm not driving dirty. Number one, I'm a person of color, so let's get that out of the way first. I'm a person of color, so I know good and well once I step out of the city limits, I'm going to encounter these things. So I don't make a lot of stops. If I am going to stop, it's going to be in a place where there's a population of over 5,000, like Waverly, Ohio. I'll stop in Waverly, you know, get some stuff, and then make the additional trip on down. And I really don't stop. I'm not driving dirty. You know, I make sure, you know, 10 and 2 the whole time. I'm making sure I'm obeying every single law, because you don't want to get stuck down there. You don't want to end up even getting a ticket down there, because you might have to come back. If you want to fight the ticket, you might have to come back to that town, and you never know how, you know, the justice system is in that particular area. So that's what just makes me, you know, when I think about this song, it brings up all those images as far as what I see as far as the images there. So again, it's not like I'm saying the you know, outside of the city limits they're bad people. It's just that they hold they have a difference of importance on certain things in their lives that people here in the city, we have different challenges. Oh, that's a great word. We have different challenges than people in the country. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.